Hello, good morning. Just going to check that the sound's working on this. I had problems with audio. Seems to be. Sorry, just move the computer a bit closer. A bit late, sorry for that. I was actually doing a video, I think it was January monthly review, and then I missed. No, that time on it, so it's just before the open. I did finish it before the open. Ah, thank you. And trade as normal while our website is undergoing maintenance. Fantastic. You can still trade on our platform. Anyway, I've no trades on anyway, so you can trade on your iPhone or Android if you have one. This is where you need to put a stop in. It's very unusual. Please, yeah, that's 8:28 on the 22nd of the 4th. And IG crashes. Fantastic. Anyway, I got out of my trade for +4, so I just shorted on the open. I was going to show you that one of the interesting things you need to look for, that was on a 5-minute chart, is just look at the scale on the right hand side. It was only 2 points, so it looks like we had a decent move pre-open, a classic open reversal, but it wasn't really that good because we moved about 12 points or 14 points. It looked like we moved about 25 or 30. Always look at the scale on the right hand side. You want to see 5, well, at least 4, I would say. I mean, not to say that it's not going to work out if you trade on a 2-point or a 1-point scale, but obviously it just shows you the market's not moving very much. It might look like it's moving a lot, but it actually isn't. It's only moved 6 points, as it's gone from top to the bottom of the chart. Whether it's on a 5-point scale, obviously it's moved 30, 40 odd points. So I'm just going to pause the video and see if I'm just going to log out of IG and back in again and see if it's just a temporary glitch or if it's still down. So let's pause the video and I'll come back on. I'm flat at the moment anyway, so but there's nothing for me to miss. As in trades, I mean, as in getting out or getting stopped out or whatever of the trade. I just can't get in one, which I'm not bothered about at the moment. So just pause this and I'll come back in. Well, I'll come back when the charts are up. There's not a lot of point otherwise. Sit on your hands. It shows you it's quite interesting, and I'll be back soon. Hello again. Only a few seconds afterwards. I have to apologise to IG. It looks like it's my end that's down. My internet's gone, so that's obviously the screen you get when you're looking at the charts, and you lose your connection. I've never had that before. So there's definitely nothing for me to do now. Thankfully, I got out of my trade before all that mess happened. So lesson learned for the day. At least always put your stop in. I didn't have a stop on that one, but it literally was about a 3-minute trade, but that's no excuse really. But if I've had a stop obviously and it's gone up and up and up and up, then I'd have been wrong and could have been very expensive. I'd have been, as I said, I've got an IG app on my iPhone anyway, so I can use that internet, or I can dash to a cafe. Won't be the first time I've done that. Or at the end of the day, you could ring them, I suppose, but that's it's like Freddie Flintstone days nowadays. Anyway, I don't think anyone rings it. You wouldn't ring a trading desk just to stop a £10 a point, and it's 5 or 6 points against you. But you could do, obviously. Just make sure you write your account number down, because that's the first thing you ask for, obviously. Right. Oh, my internet's come back by the looks of it, so I'm just going to pause the video. That's the first time my internet's been down. Actually, I'm in Thailand, and it's a nice condo, but I've had lots of problems with the internet when I first moved in, but I got it sorted by changing supplier, a service provider, and a fancier box, and it's been rock solid for months, and it's just gone today, but it's come back on now. So I'm just going to pause this and bring up the charts, and then I'll update this video and see where we're at. Okay, that's quick. I'm really, well, not really annoyed. I took a short. I was just doing a video on. I am annoyed now. I was doing a video of one of the month's trading, January I think it was, when the market opened, and I went short at 86 with a stop at 82. I got stopped at 82 as it came back up. I wish I'd have held. That'd be nice. +20. like plus 18 anyway for the day, for the first 30 minutes. But then I'd have had a heart attack when my internet died. So this goes to show was swings and roundabouts. So nice opening reversal, nice and classic, quite reliable early morning setup. Basically price moves from one level upwards, normally from about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, sometimes a bit earlier, and then immediately reverses back down to where it came from, or at least partly where it came from. Doesn't always work, obviously, nothing does, but this one worked out for quite well. We got 20 points, nearly 20 points out of it. 86, this gets 68. I'm annoyed, as you can tell in my voice probably. Never mind. Trade worked out. I got out too early, but I didn't want it to go against me, so +4 for today. Could have been a hell of a lot better if you don't excuse my English. Because it'll go down and down and down now, won't it? If it gets to 60 and slams, I'm going to be annoyed, to say the least. More annoyed than I am now. But what can you do? What can you do indeed? Right, I'm just going to pause the video and then just post this on Twitter, and just so everyone knows it was my end. Okay, I'll go back to it. I have to apologise again in all this confusion. I forgot. I actually got back in again at 78. You can see this tweeted here 9 minutes ago. So I'm happy days now. Does that make? Oh, I tell you, losing internet. I mean, what did we do before we had internet? I know it doesn't really matter if you're losing BBC Breakfast, or not BBC, sorry. 7 or 78. Just update my spreadsheet before I forget. I hate doing it afterwards. I have done. Have I put it in the right month? Yeah. No. Yeah, I have. But I'm all a bit confused. Say I've just done an hour-long video, literally. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to do it for various reasons. So, not been a bad month. Made a few mistakes, well, big mistakes, but never mind. Brought it all back, and well up for the month. Not as usual, but as mostly usual, shall we say. So let's just get back to the chart. I'm sure you're not really interested in the rest of my Twitter stuff. Let's just IG's open here. Oh yes, lovely. Nothing like live trading. I totally don't know what I'm doing today. I'm getting excited now. Come on, do a slammer. I dare you to do a slammer. I forgot I tweeted that. It's all heated, especially when you're trying to video it at the same time. Just do this. Come on. I mean, that's how sort of off guard I am at the moment. All I do is drag it to the side. Try and get it somewhere here. I can drag this back across. Not that there's any point in the moment. And I can bring IG up full. Says by looking at tear off chart. That's what I normally use, tear off chart. There you see, there's something wrong somewhere. Proxy server received an invalid response from the upstream server. All I've done is give me a full chart. Anyway, come on, Slam. I'm just going to tweet this. You can see on Twitter, I don't really mind. Things are running too fast. Now, I think I'd have a better keyboard, but my laptop's great, but it's the second keyboard on it. Tells you, the first one didn't get covered in wine beer, by the way. I just wore it out. It's only about 3 years old. I've got 3 laptops, and this is my favourite for some reason. The keyboard's like jelly. It's not a proper keyboard, but it's pretty good. Anyway, so I've shown you all my secrets. You can see who I follow on Twitter. I'm going to be brave and put 7051 and dare it to get there. So I don't use this computer for trading, as in getting in and out. I just use it for Twitter, looking at the markets, updating the spreadsheet and doing the videos, because it's too much to do on one machine. It's bonkers. So on the other one I just have my account open on IG and that's it. With the trade setup, if I'm looking for something, I've got the exit set up now at 7:50. Not an order, but more where just click the button to get out of it. I don't know why I don't use orders. I do sometimes, but the rest of the time I just like to click the button. I should do if I'm losing internet connections, but that might have been a glitch at my end. I don't think the whole of IG went down. I think that was my router or my ISP having a dicky fix. It came on so quick. So that was what have been IG, obviously. But going back years, 6-7 years ago, I got into a trade with Capital Spreads with their old charting system, which was not the most reliable, but most times it worked. But occasionally I got into trades I couldn't get out of because the system just locked up. It wouldn't. The charts were working, but it just wouldn't let you exit and click all the buttons. You know, put an order in. Oh, sorry, that's how I got out of it. I was trying to, and it was in profit. It wasn't a lot. I thought, oh, I'm having problems here, so I'll take the profit. Click the button, nothing happened. Click the button, nothing happened. Wait a few minutes. Click the button, nothing happened. And the only way I got around it was by putting an order in, which did. I put an order a point away or 2 points away, which did get filled. So thankfully, we don't have many problems. I think that's the only really bad one I've had. We've had glitches where, you know, like that, lost the internet. But touch wood, the internet's been solid here. Paid a bit extra for it. Speed's pretty good, although we're not using a lot of bandwidth doing this, but it's good enough for streaming movies and stuff. So not that I've got a fancy TV. Where I used to stay, I could plug my laptop into it and stream direct to the TV, which was pretty cool. But this has got a new TV, but hasn't got that feature, which is a bit annoying. But we've got plenty of channels, but I can't remember how many channels we've got. 120, and sometimes you can, well, about 30 of them are Thai anyway, or Asian. Most of them are Thai, obviously, but the rest of them are just a load of rubbish half the time. You spend 5 minutes going through them all. Anyway, digress. So I'm looking for the slammer. I will close at 51, if you see it, and I will probably bail at 60 if we don't slam, because that will be plus 18, which will give me plus 22 for today, which will be very nice. And in fact, hopefully I've got all this on my recording. But Camtasia, I don't know if it's me or whether I'm thick or whatever, but sometimes it doesn't work. It says it's working at the moment, so we shall see. I did an hour and something live trade the other day. Not a live trade, but a live session. I lost a lot. I clicked stop, which should stop and create the file. It doesn't process the file. Camtasia records the screen in its own format. And you click stop and it opens Camtasia, and then you can go in and edit it and everything else, and which I never do. I just open it and then click produce. Take what what format you want and what files, what resolution you want. So you can do it for YouTube, all sorts of different things. iPads. I'm not sure if there's an iPhone. I think there might be an iPhone, but there's various different resolutions and everything else. And click process and off it goes. The other day I clicked stop, which threw me back to Camtasia, and there was nothing there at all. I was so annoyed. So slamming, come on, slamming. Should be. We need a song for this. Good old MT4, whatever it is, MT5 now. You could play tunes on events, but I don't think IG will give you that facility in their platform. You could make your own up though. You could make your own up. You can read these IG values in quite easily into an app. I'm not going to. Well, I'll say I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but it's so easy. I will. You can just screen scrape them. If you look into .NET or any, I use .NET, but you can look at. I'm sure C and C++ are even easier. There we go. Lovely slammer, and then you can read these values direct. It's dead easy. All you do. Well, I'll tell you how to do it. All you do. You don't screen scrape actually. Well, you do, but you don't. All you do is you look at the HTML and you find the tags for the sell and buy boxes, and then you can read the div values inside, and then you can just write a little bit of code that reads these direct. I'm not sure if IG know how easy it is, but it's that easy. Got out too early. Got out at 51, but I'm well happy with that. Let's update my spreadsheet that looks into the future. That's a nice 13 for that. Could have had more. So that's whatever that is, 17 for today. Do I kick myself now it went to 44? A little bit, yes. But never mind. It is what it is. You know, I'm quite happy with that, especially when my system crashed. So I just hope that people took the slammer, took some points, because we may well just come back up and bounce above 50 again. Who knows? Let's just have a quick look around while we're here, see what we can look for any levels. Just go for a tear off chart. I always use. That's doing the same thing, isn't it? So it was that I was on when it went out, so I always use the tear off chart. So it's that that's gone down, not the actual platform. Makes sense now. Sorry for the computer lesson. It's geekiness in me. So we can't. What was I doing? What we want to do this, don't we? Want to. I'm just going to tweet that I got way too early. This keyboard I've got hasn't got one of them keys. I've been through all of them. But so either has got one and it's not labelled up correctly, or it doesn't work because I've been through all of them. Yeah, I can't remember. I never forget. So I never remember when I'm trying to do 5 things at once. 16, 17, wasn't it? 17. It is running genuinely. That's another thing that annoys me. It is. I don't know where I've got it from. I cannot get rid of it. It's almost like I've got a virus or something, but I've got everything scanned. And sorry, I'm trying to type. Let's get back to what we should be doing. Yeah, I was looking at levels, wasn't I? So we changed, obviously, if you're always doing this, always go, you can go back as far as you want. I tend to go back at the start of the day, or the start of a new week off. If I've been away, I will go right back to a daily. Let's just start at daily. I don't really do much else. I don't do 3 hours and 2 hours. Just go from a daily to 1 hour to 15 minutes normal. So we're differing about these highs up here. So we're up at this highest 71 area. 71's, there we go. I don't know if it's my end or whether it's IG, but that's the same thing effectively. We've lost the chart. So that's probably, it's obviously an intermittent fault because it's come back into life. I mean, it's a bit irrelevant to out of the tray anyway, but yeah, it's come back now. That, when you get that request error, basically means it can't talk to the server. So it's either temporary, it's an intermittent glitch. Well, it's an intermittent glitch between here and where is this one? United. I don't know. It's United Kingdom. I'm not sure. Yeah, com.uk. So I assume this is hosted in England. Could be hosted anywhere really in the world. It's quite easy to do. I know we've got an Australian one and stuff like that. Probably hidden in some data center somewhere in the Philippines or wherever. So it's obviously got an intermittent problem, which is something to be wary of, for me anyway. Anyway, we're looking at levels. So this 7,000 level is critical. No, 7,100, sorry. So on the way down, we've got this low here, which was obviously out of hours. 17th. No, sorry, on a daily hour, sorry. Forget. So the lowest is 74. So if we break 74, we could get a move down to, what was that, 69.74. I can't see us. That's the only thing when you look at dailies. I can't see us coming back down 69.00. And as a day trader, or someone wants to be in for maybe just a few days, rather than weeks or months, that's the definition. That's what I described the difference as. sometimes I hold trades for 2 or 3 days. Still a day trader rather than an investor or a long-term person. You know, we're not going to get down to 69.00 today. If we do, then America's gone to war or something serious has happened, as far as I'm concerned. You never know, obviously. I never say never, but can't see it. Be a brave man that put a bet in that would be hit down there anytime soon. But USA record highs, Asia record highs, FTSE record highs. It's going to go down at some point, isn't it? But will it go down that far? Who knows? Not me. I don't really care. I do care, obviously. I want it to be strong, but we've all got money invested in pensions and trackers and stuff like that. So most of us have anyway. So we always want it to be strong, which is why I'm always what's the word? Wary of these massive crashes. Is it really a crash, or is it an excuse to drive the price down so all the people in the know can keep their, not sell out, but then they can buy it, or they can sell, but they can buy it all back again cheaper. I don't know. I won't know either. So anyway, so on the daily, it's all a bit of a mess. Let's go to an hourly. So an hourly, obviously, if you look at this, you think, oh, we're looking at a reversal, which we could do because we'll come back down to this gap down here. So 20 level, if 20 level holds, that's could be well worth looking at. I'd be interested in the long from 20 if it bounces. See how the difference in charts. You've never seen that on a daily. So we've come, we've got this little gap up. All the gap theory says we should get back down and close this gap. I'm not a gap theorist at all, but we're not a million miles off if we get to 20 anyway, are we? So it's not the biggest gap in the world. You don't really tend to get big gaps on indexes. You do, well, you do, but you don't get them as often as on gold or oil or forex, especially some of the not stranger currencies, but the more esoteric, if that's the right word, currencies. So they tend to have wider swings. So 23.5. I'm just going to watch 20. I've got my account open on my other computer, so I'm just going to go back to a 5 minute. Come on. I was going back to a 5 minute. Now my internet's still up, so I'm paddy at the moment. It was working. All you do is change the time frame. Just send a different request back to the server, but I can see it's bounced. The sell and the buy price. It's the charting engine that's having the problem, not IG itself. Oh, we've lost all the 5 minutes now. But did we get to 20? That's the thing. The sell and the buy price is still working. No, their charts are having problems. I'm going to pause the video. I'm not going to. If it gets to 20, I'm watching the sell and the buy. If it gets to 20 and it bounces, I will go long. If it breaks and gets down to 15, I think I'll go short. Just because of the possible slammer down to 0.0. But because we're having problems with these charts, so there's nothing to look at. So at least the platform's up, which is the main thing. I'm sure these aren't their charts anyway. I'm sure they buy them in from somewhere. There's some glitches in these charts anyway, which I covered on 1 or 2 of the videos, which are really annoying. But there's ways around them. You just need to be aware of them. Not historical glitches, not live glitches like this. Nothing to do with that. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to watch for 20, see what happens, and then decide what to do. And I'll come back on when I'm in a trade, but I'll tweet it first, just so it's fair for everybody. Okay? I'll know that speech in about 5 minutes when it comes back down. Hello again. I can't remember if I've explained this or not before. My IG charts are down. IG's up, but anyway, I'm going to go short here at 19. Just in now. I think we're going down. Even though I can't see the market, I reckon we're going to see lower. So I'm short at 19. I'm just going to tweet that. I'm not going to run it too far, but I've got a few points in the tin, so just got in that. So I put on Twitter I was looking for the 20 here. I was looking for a bounce long, but I've actually, I've just opened a bottle of water and it says go short, so a really stupid keyboard. 19 short. I'm trying to type it out on this keyboard. Well, it works pretty well actually, it works. You can't spill beer all over that one, can you? So if we get slam, I'll be well happy. So let's bring the G back. Sorry, what you open. So yeah, oh yeah, we're working out pretty nice. That's why you always enter your trade first before you I hope this recorder's working. It says it is. So we're obviously looking now to break 10. So again, I need to update this. 70 or 70. I'm getting totally confused with this. 7 oh yeah, sorry, that can't be right. Anyway, I'll check that out later. I took 2. No, I think I put the wrong values in there, but never mind. I'm trying to do too much at once, but I can find that out easy. Once the charts come back, I'll check my account. What, 19 was it? I can't. It's been one crazy morning so far. Let me just get back to this. What was it? 19. I thought it was 19, but I'm certain. So it's against me a little bit. 7 or 19. I know what I've done. I put these in wrong of them now, so. But I can't look at the history. So anyway, so I know I got 4 and 13 anyway. So, trying to trade, tweet, update your spreadsheet, talk on the microphone. It's quite fun. So now we're looking for 10 to break, and we're looking to run it down to 0-0. Well, we've come down, well, I can't look at the chart, but we've come down a bit, obviously. We've come down from 86, according to me. Where did they get their numbers from? I have no idea. I'm always making sure I'm on the right sheet. But I think I am. April. Yeah, April. April 22nd. Going crazy today. Going mad. Unless well, I don't even know if that's right, but it'll be right. No, it's speaking aloud, so let's see if I can get these charts into action. Nope. Actually, I don't have any other live charts. MT4, I think. Not I've used it in a long time. But sometimes they match, and sometimes they don't. So we're down to 10. So now the slammer's on. If we can just, I haven't got a count. Show me the. I would say show me the money, but it won't work. I haven't used this for ages. They're on 57.50s. Anyway, let's get rid of that rubbish. But I've not used it for ages. Not because the prices haven't changed, because it's not logged in. I'm guessing. I've come down a lot if I got in 86. And 26, 22. $28 in 11. Well, that can't be right, because I'm more than 13, but anyway. I can sort that out afterwards. So I'm just going to pause the video. There's no point just sat here watching. I've not gone anywhere yet, so obviously I won't tend to break. We've got down to 12 or 13, I would think. Obviously I don't want to spend all the minutes on the microphone, as this video ends up being hours long and no one gets to the important bits. So a point, no points, 0. So we'll see what happens. and I'll come back on hopefully with some charts. Here we go then, we've broken 10 hopefully, if I'm looking at the right values here. I've just logged into my, oh, sorry, I'm just trying to log into my IG on my iPhone, see if it'll, I've not used it for ages, but here we go. What have we got on here? I never trade off this. Well, I say I never trade off it. I do, that's a lie, but very rarely, should I say. Best thing I've used, I like for this is for if you're in a trade already and you have to go out. Doesn't seem to be working, but it's probably my phone rather than the internet's probably run out. I have to pay for it. It's not free. I'm not using iPhone for ages, so it's probably it doesn't give you a message that the internet's not working. It just doesn't work. So there's nothing on my IG there. So let me just see if I can get on the internet on it. If the internet's working. Obviously without internet and nothing works. Oh, that seems to be working. Strange. Yeah, it's loaded up that page, so don't know. Anyway, it's gone against us as we've been speaking, but it's a bit of a shame. But not having charts is strange. But at the end of the day, people used to trade off ticker tapes anyway, so as long as that's right. Now I'm just going to pause this video again because we're going back where we started now, so in fact we are back where we started, so there's no point carrying on. We'll come back on something else to say. Right, I'm back again like an old penny. I've updated my chart. I got me digits the wrong way around, but I did all that in a bit of a rush, but never mind. So yeah, 4 and 13. That's 05, sorry. I've got all my digits the wrong way around. Yeah, 05. I think that's right. So we've got down to 10, so we're in slammer territory now. So we're plus 9 on that. Come on, get down. And some status quo music. Slammers work normally very well. It's one of the highest percentage setups you can get. But obviously, nothing always works. If it worked every time, it would literally be no market. Because everyone would learn it and everyone would sit and wait for the same thing. And what would happen? Nothing. Because no one would want to take the other side. So, well, we would never get to that because for various reasons. People still need to invest and they need to, well, especially currencies and stuff. The world cannot exist. Even share prices and stuff, they're never going to stay still, but in a theoretical world anyway, if it was just a number running up and down, if everyone knew the same pattern, then the number would stop running up and down. Come on, get down, get down, get down. Whenever I go off the video, then we get down to 8s, and when I start the video, I go back up to 11, 12s, 13s. As my charts, you can see my charts showing you exactly what I mean. Right, I'm going to tell it, I've stopped the video, get down. I'm going to go and do something else for an hour or so, I think. Until I get to check the charts back. I don't like not having the charts. Even though all you really need is a number, chart doesn't mean anything really. Well, it doesn't mean anything apart from what's happened in the past. If you want to make money, you want to know what's going to happen in the future, which is impossible. It's an educated guess and nothing else. But let anyone tell you it's not, because it is. Educated guess. A game of percentages. That's all it is. If you win more than you lose, and you keep your limits on your trading, take profits, and more importantly your stops reasonable. Sorry, got a case of hiccups. Then that's all it comes down to. You win more than you lose. Come on, we're back into slammer territory now. So I get down to 700 a day. That will be plus 19 on that, 23, 26, 36 for this morning, which should be a very nice hour and 15 minutes work, including the headache of losing the charts and losing all of IG at one point. No, I didn't lose all of IG. Sorry, I had the charts full screen. Of course I did. Which I don't use the charts like this. I use the charts tear off. It's obviously make them bigger, and I just find it easier. So come on, get down to Slammer territory, which we're in unadjust, but we're still DICK-ING around at the moment. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm just sat here waiting for this, so it's not very interesting. It's like watching paint dry. So she'll come back on when we're about to slam. He says, just as it says that, look, it starts going down. Right, I'm going to may as well stay on. We've got a bit of seller now. 6.5, 6.3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds that go. Come on, get a move on. 4.8, 4.8, 5, 4.8, 4.5, come on. 4.5, 4.8. Come on. 4.5. You know you want to. Stop teasing us. Right, turn the video off now. Come on, get down. It's been on and off and again. No, it's creeping back up to 10. It's just chop, chop, chop. Anyway, I'm definitely going to stop the video now. I thought we might get there on that push, but come back on in a bit. Just another quick update. It's now 9:30. Still getting the same message when I try and look at the charts on IG, so I'm not sure what's going on. So I'll sit and wait and see if it's. I tried to get on my iPhone as well, but didn't work. I'm not sure the internet's working on there either, so that'll be why. It's the same stuff kind of thing. So okay, I'll just sit and wait. A little bit of a dance, and I can't process this morning's video. Not this morning's video, the one I've just done, because it'll tie Camtasia up with this person to life, which means I'll lose being able to record it. So I'll just sit and wait and see what happens. Hello again. It's now 9:42. IG seems to have burst back into life, at least in here anyway. We've got some flicky as we say. Not sure that's the right technical term, but no, flashy, flicky, same thing. So I'm short at 19. 2 early trades. Should have got a lot more on that 16 and 8, 12 and 16 especially. I'll probably mention it. I was just finishing off a video, and I was just doing a piece on the end saying, I know you're not watching this today, but let's just have a look at today's market and see what I'm looking at. And we ended up in a live trade because I overran and I didn't realise it was 8 o'clock. So we jumped in short and I bailed. Well, you can see 12 and at 5. And obviously I wish I'd have. Oh no! Where did we get to? These charts. Sorry, because I've lost the charts. I'm getting confused. Lowest. Okay, well I did pretty well then. Sorry, I thought we'd actually broken. I lost all the data. What? I'll have to check the video because these might be wrong. These are wrong. These figures. I've typed them in wrong in all the fun and games. I'm sure because we come down. Oh, I'm kicking myself silly now. No, they're right. I know what's happened. Hang on a minute, I'll just have a look. I know what's happened. I'll sort this out anyway. We took 4 and 13. These numbers are a bit irrelevant, but I'll, I'll. I can't believe IG locked up, and I've missed all them points. Look at that for a sell. 50 points, 60 points. Someone will have done really well today, and I'll be sat here with like +8. But never mind. It is what it is, as they say. These things happen. I don't know if it was IG or whether it was my end, or, well, I know they buy their charts in, so their data comes from somewhere else. So I'm a bit annoyed. Well, more than a bit, but because some will be saying, oh, I've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 points today. Why have you only got 6, 10 or 20? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Never mind, these things happen, and it does not matter what happens in one day, really. Unless you lose all your money, then it does. So I'm going to pause the video and come back on in a bit. I'm now also looking for longs. Just need to get out of these shorts, that's all this short for 0. I'm going to go off and do something for 5 minutes, come back and see where we're at. That's really, really annoying. I'm so annoyed, but anyway, never mind. Catch you in a bit. Hello again, it's now 10:02. It's been one of them mornings, God only knows what this video sounds like, with me effing and jeffing and at IG trying emptying of, oh, it's just been a nightmare. So I missed most of that move and I'm gutted. Really, I put on my spreadsheet. Alright, I made 29, but should have made a hell of a lot more. Should have made 109. Oh. Never mind. So I'm looking at buying this back. I've got to have a try. It's worth a stab at 7:00, this area down here. 10 o'clock candle. I don't even know what time frame we're on. I'm losing the plot to live. 5 minute by the looks of it. So I'm going to take a long here and see what happens. I'm just going to post this on post the trade and put it on Twitter, and I'll just come back in a few minutes. This is one of them days today, but I'm certainly not going to let it. I'm not going to hold it. Let me just do it before it goes. Okay, that was a nice quick bounce. I did get in 02. Just updating Twitter. I mean, getting into trades that easy. Putting it on Twitter's and doing the spreadsheet takes a little bit of time. In fact, I've not even done the spreadsheet yet. I didn't actually take 19, so I'll get rid of that. 7002. But I'm really annoyed. I'm really annoyed. But what can you do? Not a lot. These things happen. Hopefully this will go back up. Hopefully. If it doesn't, I might call it a day. It's not my day today. Do some more videos. I've still got a couple more to do. Still got to find out where to put them. YouTube without comments, or stick them on another site. What is it? I think it's Screencast I was looking at last night. I know a few traders use it. It's free up to a point. Not that it's a massive expense. It's not because of the money. Obviously YouTube's easy, but you do get a lot of I'm going to be polite, a lot of people on YouTube, put it that way. Whereas the Screencast one, I don't think you can search. You've got to send people links, which you obviously just send to everyone on your Twitter feed. But it's almost like someone comes on your Twitter feed, then they can get access to your live trade videos. If you put it on YouTube, then every man and his dog can get on him, which is good and it's bad. But there's no right or wrong answer, I don't think. But anyway, I haven't made my mind up yet. So hopefully now we've come down. Where did we start off? Let's get rid of this a little bit. We started off up at 80, so we've had one. I mean, it's typical, isn't it? You get a classic move, 80 odd points, and you can't trade it because you lose all your charts. You've no idea what the price is. Of course, you haven't got any beer in the fridge. I'm off the beer at the moment, so my girlfriend won't let me have any. I said to her, we'll go shop. There's a shop downstairs. I'm on crutches, so I can't walk very far, but there's a nice shop downstairs. Serves everything you'd expect for a condo of about 200 rooms. Fresh vegetables, everything really. Sandwiches, tin stuff, Thai, Western food, and of course alcohol. And she looked at me and I went, no, no, I'm not buying any beer. I might buy a couple after today. Not that she'd stop me, but she's giving me that look on the face. You said you weren't having any for this month. Yes, okay. But, it's been quite interesting, really. But anyway, back to trading. I'm just, I need to go and kick a cat. I would have been sitting nicely. I'm sure lots of people have been sitting nicely on that. And I'll be the only one that only got 29. But anyway, 29 is better than 0, and certainly a lot better than minus 29. So let's see if we can make some. But anyone that's been short will be long now anyway, so they'll be making double the money, double the laughter. But anyway, that's my rant over and done with. But as you can see from this month, I can't really complain. Well, I can, but as usual, no one will listen to me. So 702 points. So can't complain. Apparently, I'm away for a few days after. Wait, it depends if you see this. I'll tweet it anyway. In a couple of days for a few days, so I'm not sure. 3 or 4 days. I know where I'm going, but I'm not sure if they have internet. I assume they will have, but might be away. Which after today's exercise will be a blessing in disguise, no doubt. So I'll come off the microphone, well, not the microphone, recording, and come back in a bit when something's happened. We're already on 46 minutes. I don't really want to go over an hour. It makes the video processing hard, and it also means that it's a long ball for people that are listening. But so I'll come back on when this hopefully plays out. Welcome back, and now 10:28. See my spreadsheet, IG problems. I don't know if it was IG or whether it's something at this end, or I don't know. It's one of them things. First time it's gone wrong for me for forever, really. I can't remember last time IG had a problem, but I'm so gutted I missed that move down. Really am. It's just it's beyond words. Anyway, never mind. I think I said them last time, but hopefully we can get back up to the 40 area. 38 on that. That'll be 40, 67. But I'll settle for plus 50. If I can get 50 out of today, then I'll be happy, and I'll forgive IG their problems, if it was their problems, that is. So I'm not taking anything else. There's no other trade to do. This is my last trade for today. Well, I'll rephrase that. Last trade of the morning until this plays out. Anyway, if we come back down and break 7,000, then I'll have to go short. I'll take O2 for 0 and just go short, but I can't see it. If it goes back up, hopefully to 50 area, 40 area I'll be happy with, as I've said. Then I'll just sit and watch, probably till USA, or well, I was going to say go out and do something else, but I can't at the moment. So okay, I'll come back on and update the video in a bit, but as expected, it's very boring at the moment after that lovely drop that I missed, and we'll see what happens, but can't complain. Still well up for the month. Just always like to get some points if we can, but that's it. I'll come back on in a bit. So it's only been a few minutes and we're starting to pull back up. So we're in 23, so that's 22 cells, so that's plus 20, plus 47, plus 49. So the question is now is, do you take, if you can get above 50, I mean in total, do I close, or do we close, if anyone's followed the trades on Twitter? It's $1 million, well, 50-point question, 500 quid question, put it that way. Because if you take the 500 quid, then you've made your money, you're happy, well happy with plus 50. But if it goes all the way back up to 80, are you disappointed you didn't take another 300 quid or 200 and whatever? Or if it gets to 50, you didn't take it, and it goes back down to 20, and then to 10, and then to 0, 0, and you think, oh my kiddie. And I've now only got 120 quid, whatever it is. you know, or 80 quid or 60 quid. Well, I'm going to have more than that anyway because I've got 20 plus 29. So it's what you know, trading works on fear and greed, and it's as simple as that. That's basically it. The only thing that moves this thing is fear and greed, in its simplest sense, anyway. So I mean, just look at today. Of all days for the platform, I know I've said this a million times. It's so easy, but anyway, never mind. It looks like it wasn't a data feed because normally you get missing bars when the charts come back on. So anyway, last time I'm going to mention it, honestly, I promise. So I just popped up another little bit of a point. 22 bid again. Offered bid. I don't know which is which, so I don't know. Sell or buy. Assume off. Well, might be where I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sorry to rant on. I'm just frustrated. Is the word. Like I said before, it's a good job I've not got a cat. So I'm going to hold. 23 now, so that's plus 21. That's exactly 50 for today. 24, 25, come on, 26.5. We're getting a bit of a run on now, he says as it drops back again. Remember, nothing ever goes up in a straight line, or apart from seriously high impact news. 26 will give me 24, so you're always doing the mental maths. 24, 26, 46, 52, I think, 53. Which I said I was looking for. So should I take it or should I not? That's the £600 question now. This goes to show that even at £10 a point you can make some serious, you know, some serious second income. You know, even at £5 a point, a pound a point. As long as you win, you're doing well. It's the not winning that's the painful bit, which 70-80% of people don't win. So that's the bit that doesn't matter how much you're trading, point for point wise. You don't win, you don't win. So I'm not updating the spreadsheet from this morning. I don't know why I put 4 on it. I think I did. I put the wrong value in. So I do. Sorry. I think when I did the video live, when I was actually trading it, I think I put the wrong number in. So it's actually 4, not 2. I got all confused with IG doing the leap of confused charts. That's all I'm going to say. So 24.3 now, 24 again. Do you take it? Do you hold on, shut your eyes, put your stop at 70.20 and take profit at 70.45 and turn the computer off, and turn it back on again this evening or late this afternoon? Not a bad strategy, because it saves you looking at this and going, should I take it, should I take it? It's probably a very good strategy actually. It's not one I like to do because I'd be like on my phone all the time, which wasn't working when I checked it earlier. I'm not sure why. I've done it before. I've gone to see friends and I'm sat at playing pool or having a beer or just talking and I'm on the phone. What are you doing on the phone? I'm just working. What do you mean you're working? But I don't trade off it. I just look for existing trades I've got on. I don't think I've ever traded off. Well, I have once or twice, but not from here, from the UK. I've actually pulled the car over and took trades a few years ago, but I just use it for monitoring. Put my stop and my take profit on before I go out and just let it run out. And it's not easy to do. Easy to say, but when you see money and you suddenly say, "Oh, I could have had this," and it's down 5 and down 10, and it's, you know, that's what makes trading so difficult. At the end of the day, what's going to happen? It can either go up or it can go down. Simple. I charge £5,000 for a day's training course, and just put that on the wall and buy everyone coffee and fancy sandwiches. That's really all it comes down to. It'll go up or it'll go down. So I'm going to come off the recording again and I will come on when I decide what I'm doing. But 54 minutes now, so this is dragging on. I don't really want to run it over an hour. Well, I can do, I'm not bothered. It just takes ages to process. And if anyone watches it, then they've got a lot of watching of nothingness to see what happens. But anyway, I will come back on when I finally decide what I'm doing. So get back up to 40, you thingle. Okay, back in a bit. Hello, final update. You can see on here I've had enough. So not bad. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot more. I'm gonna keep this on this spreadsheet. So that's it. I'm not doing any more today. So back tomorrow and we'll see what happens. But it's one of them days. But as said, it ended up with this at the end of the start of today when I started recording this. Then obviously I've been very happy. But when you see this and you just didn't get in on it because you couldn't, and it's just one of them things anyway. So enough for today. I'm not interested anymore. I'm giving up. So I'm back tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. But I'm glad I got out now because look, going back down, it's 0-0. So just be careful. If you're still holding this and you haven't got out, then it's too late now. But that's why you got to take some at least. Anyway, see what tomorrow brings, and thanks for watching this.